What's the bounds, yeah? Word.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, our setting as we take a look at this striking view of the landmark 3rd Avenue Bridge. Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. Presently in last place in the West, this is a team searching for answers.
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
Yeah, but I think, Clark, what's happened is they've lost some confidence. And sometimes when you do that, you end up forcing plays. So it's a delicate balance. You know, they have to regain some confidence with their attitude, with their effort. And I think things will turn, but it's going to take some work.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's ABC in at the point.
And I guess the word for it would be scandal. All the reports swirling around him about a text that was allegedly found on his phone that puts him in a bad light.
Well, I've not seen the text that's in question, but from what I understand, somebody saw him texting about his future, and it didn't include this team. Who knows what to really make of it? You know, so often the social media stuff takes on the life of itself. The written word and the spoken word sometimes don't mesh up. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Off the screen, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
Here's Levine. And Budinger kicks to Levine, and stolen by Harris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harris has got his first points in this one.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovations to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis. And that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Here's ABC following the bucket by the Timberwolves. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Garnett. Here's Levine. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Budinger, the pass to Garnett. Off with the layup. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Oladipo, good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Levine kicks to Martin. Feeds it to Pekovic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And finished off by Oladipo.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Levine. Outside Martin. The pass to Levine. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Levine's got 7 points. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They set the pick. Down low, it's tipped. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Knocked away. Pass to Oladipo. Now that's how you finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
And Minnesota has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. Bean passes to Buddington. The feed to Martin. Kicks it to Begovic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, Nikola Pekovic, a battering ram style of play, but really soft hands for a big guy. I think that combination makes him one of the most effective inside scorers in the league.
You know, Stephen, for Pekovic, he's not the NBA leader in points in the paint every season. He's not far off them. A great post-up score, something you see less and less of nowadays.
And even off the ball, a great offensive rebounder and finisher. He punishes you on the inside.
No good from ABC. The Timberwolves trail. In low to Martin. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
ABC, and he's good on the three ball. ABC's got his third bucket of the night. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9. From the field here in the first. Passes to Buddington. Pass to Levine. Here's Pekovic. Good. Pekovic has got 5 now.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. There was one point in particular that he emphasized. This is a very fast team they're up against, and he told me that their goal will be to force them to earn their points on the half-court offense, not get loose in transition, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Levine. He has 7. He feeds it to Martin. Clock at 6. It's blocked, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
Then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
In a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. You look at ABC, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Ben Gordon down a few spots.
And both these guys force defenders to come way out past the three-point line, and that really opens up the floor for their teammates.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Levine. They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Harris.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And it's slammed in by Garnett. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. Well, they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Now Martin, after the missed 3 from ABC. They get the rebound. Garnett dishes to Pekovic. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Now just a 4-point Orlando lead. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. They set the screen. And he lobs it up, and Vucevic throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Levine, the Magic getting the bucket. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Payne comes in for Kevin Garnett. Muhammad, he's checked in for Chase Budinger. And Gary Neal subbed in for Kevin Martin. Orlando also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Gordon. And it's Payton in for Oladipo. Now Payton, after Adrian Payne missing on that last three-pointer. That's good. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Fournier is checked in for Orlando. And so Levine nails both of them. Magic leading by 7. Here's ABC. He's got 12. Here's Fry. And Orlando again with the bucket.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Here's Neal. Levine kicks to Neal. To the inside. Chang, no luck.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, and that's due to their physical play. They're scrapping and clawing for each and every rebound out there.
ABC and an air ball on that one. Way off. Timberwolves trail by 9. Dishes at the paint. Out to the right wing. Tries a 3. No luck. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And now it's a double-digit lead.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across. Patience. That was the word he used again and again. Nothing rushed, nothing forced, just steady, smooth offense. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. Payne can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 11. They set the screen. Muhammad, the pass to Levine. He dishes it to Muhammad. This one for three. Here's Dang. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench, and I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter.
Kyle O'Quinn in his third season out of Norfolk State, 6'10", but with a 7'5" wingspan and the strength to hold his own at the pivot. He has shown some promise for a player taken in the second round.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
There's the dish to Neal. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. To stop the run, Fournier pulls it down. And O'Quinn, a relatively ground-bound game. Not a big-time athlete.
Yeah, and very foul-prone defensively, in part because of that lack of athleticism. But he has shown the ability to knock down the mid-range jump shot. He's a hard worker, a quality young man, good rebounder and shot blocker. I think he's got a chance to be one of those guys that plays a long time and makes a nice contribution in the league.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered. Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. The 11-footer, and he gets the bucket. Levine's got 11 points.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
ABC passes to Payton, and stolen by Jang. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. There's Neal with the three, and that's collected by ABC. He kicks it to Fry. 1 second left. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Orlando out in front. They lead by 14. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
On tap this Saturday, April 4th, Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic go up against John Henson and the Milwaukee Bucks. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Martin out on the wing with Muhammad. Then it's Gary Neal. Then it's Gorgie Day. That's Hamilton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Magic leading by 12. Here's ABC. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Harris up top. 6 to shoot. The pass to ABC. Feeds it to Fry. Fires the three. Second chance shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Gordon's checked in for Channing Frye. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Orlando.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Here's Neal. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
That may put a little life back into this team.
Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Vucevic dishes to Harris. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Harris has got 9.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Here's Neal. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Muhammad kicks to Neal. Outside Martin. From the baseline. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Here's ABC. He's got 17. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Gordon. Here's ABC. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
In the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Timberwolves and where they stand statistically. First in free throw percentage. 14th in rebounding. And as far as block shots go, not a strong suit for this team. Only top 20 in the league. They really don't do a good job of defending the paint.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Now here is Martin. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to ABC. Harris outside. Gordon, the pass to ABC. That one goes. Count it. ABC's got 19 points.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Jang, and Ettinger in for Gary Neal. Gordon against Pekovic. The feed now to Hamilton. To the left wing. Muhammad dishes to Pekovic. Just 5 on the clock. Hamilton kicks to Muhammad. Unloads. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And this gives us a chance to highlight the rookies with the most assists here in the second half of the season. You look at ABC, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, he learned whatever lessons had to be learned in the first half of the season, and now he's just going about breaking down defenses.
And I can assure you guys that his teammates absolutely love playing with him now, even if it took them a while to get used to each other.
And Orlando has possession after the basket by Minnesota. Puts up a 3. The shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, shooting as poorly as they did, there was very little chance they were going to win that game, guys.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in the game that I saw. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys became contagious and became a cold night for everybody.
On the wing, Gordon. It's tipped. It's hauled in by Buttinger. Buttinger's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Chase Buttinger, former volleyball star, still has that leaping ability, but has dealt with a knee issue over the last couple of seasons. He's trying to get back to 100%.
Now here is Martin, averaging 18 points a game. Rebounded by Vucevic. Magic leading by 13. Harris against Buttinger. And it's Harris off the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
And Harris, to this point in his career, has fared better defending small forwards. But Stevie continues to get stronger.
Yeah, I think that's, kind of what should help him inside as he continues to grow defensively. The stronger you are, the more effective you're going to be against those fours. And I think ultimately you'll be able to see Harris guard a lot of the fours in this league, particularly the stretch fours.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garnett's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 15, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, ABC in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He finished with 42 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it, everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Here's ABC following the bucket by the Timberwolves. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Magic lead by 15.
Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop Textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by Orlando. Pekovic passes to Buttinger. Muhammad dishes to Buttinger. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Magic leading by 15. Here's ABC. 19 points in the game. And he drops it in from the low post. ABC's got 4 points this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Muhammad sets a pick for Martin. Kicks to Muhammad. Back to Martin. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses off the right iron. ABC passes to Oladipo, and he gets it to go. Oladipo's got 8.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
And Muhammad kicks to Garnett, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Magic leading by 17. Here's ABC. He's got 21. Pass to Harris. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Victor Oladipo. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Oladipo against Martin. Here's Muhammad, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, it's been a bit of a roller coaster the last couple of years for Shabazz Muhammad. First, he was deemed ineligible to play at UCLA.
Get in his face.
Games, and another controversy was made known that he'd lied about his age.
Teams changing it up here. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Yeah, I expected they might. But at the same time, we're going to have an answer for that because the rest of this team, just dangerous on the offense is me.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going.
The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us, and it's led to...
Back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
How about this, a double-double already? I mean, this is a sort of energy performance that just pumps life into your whole team.
You know, the way he's impacted the game in so many different ways, it's been fun to watch and really going to be hard to slow him down.
On the court for Orlando, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's ABC in at the point guard. Levine, good. Levine's got 18 points.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's ABC. He feeds it to Gordon. Oladipo for 3. Shots good. 16 points for him.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Levine kicks to Garnett. Outside Martin. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Garnett misses. Orlando leading by 20. Here's ABC. Again, the Magic score.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Levine passes to Martin. Looking for Pekovic. He gets it there. Here's Levine. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Harris has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Vucevic, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Vucevic has got 7 points. Minnesota shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And Buttinger kicks to Levine to end the run. Dishes it to Pekovic. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Orlando's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. No good from ABC.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
Kevin Garnett was the 5th pick back in 1995. He's had a long, illustrious Hall of Fame career. He was the league MVP back in 2004.
And Kevin Garnett, a 15-time All-Star guys over his great career.
And he's always been a team-first superstar. Kevin, very loyal, competitive. You know, never really wanted to be traded away from either Minnesota or Boston because of that loyalty. But a player who just gives his all every second on the floor for his teammates.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
Well, Kevin Garnett came into this league straight out of high school, initially a 6'9" small forward, but he continued to grow and been listed at 6'11" for most of his career. For whatever reason, he's never embraced actually being called a 7-footer.
Oladipo, the pass to ABC. Clock at 4. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 20. Garnett kicks to Levine. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The shot is off. Nice D from ABC. And Garnett, every bit 7 feet tall. And in his prime, one of the most mobile and agile 7-footers the league has ever seen.
Yeah, and one of the best jump shooting 7-footers from that 15 to 18-foot range as well. Led the league in rebounds per game 4 consecutive seasons from 03 to 07. Looks like one of those guys that was made to play the game.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's ABC. 23 points in the game. He dishes it to Gordon. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
He really didn't give the official any choice, Kevin. Way too much body-to-body contact there. And I'll tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he can get hit with a flagrant 2 foul, which would be an ejection.
Yeah, he would have been out of the game if he had, and the league is doing everything it can to protect its players. And you know, Steve, I think the officials have a really good understanding here of when to issue those unnecessary contact calls. Gordon hits both of them. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
And you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Here's Levine. 18 points for him. And Buttinger kicks to Levine. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Martin attacking. Hands the 12-footer. Martin's got 6 points.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Magic leading by 23. Here's ABC, and the shot is good.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
The dish to Buttinger. Kevin Martin on the wing. Buttinger against Harris.
You know, with the movement we've seen the last decade with teams heading to Oklahoma City and for a time Sacramento, is it time for the NBA to look at realigning some teams? Might not happen yet, but we're getting close to maybe a reshuffling being needed.
Well, as you said, it's something that will need to be addressed at some point. Some teams traveling pretty far within the division.
It'll happen when the time is right. I mean, there could be more teams shifting around, or maybe expansion comes and you'll see a realignment. But, you know, I think that change is probably going to happen relatively soon.
And the second free throw, good. Here's ABC, and he has 28 points for the game. He kicks it to Vucevic, and stolen by Pekovic. Buttinger dishes to Garnett. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Garnett's got 4 this quarter.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Here's ABC. And the pass to Gordon. 7-foot shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Releases. Releases from the wing and drills it. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Levine. Gordon with the defensive effort.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him, and quickly.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Here's Levine. He's got 18. Buttinger, the pass to Pekovic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's ABC, covered by Martin. The kick out to Oladipo. Inside. The 10-footer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 30 points for ABC.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Levine kicks to Buttinger. Ball's knocked loose. Here's ABC, covered by Martin. Harris outside. The wide open look here for Oladipo. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Levine can't hit.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Here's ABC, guarded by Garnett. Feeds it to Gordon. Pass to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. Minnesota shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Levine passes to Martin. Levine kicks to Buttinger. Kevin Martin on the wing. Shot to stop the drought. The shot no good. And Orlando will come the other way.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Levine kicks to Pekovic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. Number 1, the Magic.
Kevin, all shooters need to have good legs. Part 2 of the season has given these guys fresh legs.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Hamilton's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. Muhammad, he's checked in for Chase Buttinger. And Gary Neal subbed in for Martin. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. ABC passes to Payton for 3. Fournier. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. He's still very young with an impressive skill set.
Nice shooting.
.15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Neal. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shoots the 3. Shot is off.